Yo, Nino, what's up, brother? All right.
Hey, not too much.
Let's get straight into it, brother. Here's some up right now. All right. So we had a situation go on where you might know this girl. Her name is Remedy. You ever hear her before?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Remedy is being charged with a lot of crimes because she was caught with a what was it again? Like a smoke something?
No, so she was caught 3 times with guns. And I think Nino knows this whole entire story about the gun shit and the raid and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think it's just the newer information that happened the past like 24 to like 48 hours, basically.
What I know is that they said she had guns like twice or 3 times, and then
she had guns 3 times, and then one of the times they weren't able to use on the search warrant because of the fact that it was being appealed. And there had been no appeal set for it yet, so they used that on a warrant, and then Barrick still signed it after the fact. And so it was signed without the 72 hour, or after the 72 hours that they have a lot of time to get it signed.
They also made a statement that she said that she was gonna like give the guns to her boyfriend or something, which she never said.
Yeah. No, so basically, like, I'm her boyfriend. I'm dressed up as her right now, but basically what had happened is that, like, we were in the cell, or we were in the ambulance, and Remedy had 2 class 2s on her, right? So she had a sweeper, a heavy, and a deagle on her at the time, and I only had a deagle. So we ended up shooting cops, and I only had my deagle, and she had class 2, so they used class 2s, right? And then she said, I wish I would have just given you the sweeper, so then, you know, you weren't just shooting at them with a deagle. And I was like, yeah, it is what it is, whatever. And then basically in the cells, Perry was talking shit, so I said, don't worry, I'll see you when I go get an AK and a sweeper, and I shoot you down later. And then they misconstrued the words, saying that she said she was going to give me those things from her property. And
no shot.
Yeah, and then they used that as a reason to raid her, and it got approved because of that.
You're fine.
Meanwhile, I was in Hades. That is a prominent gang that I can literally, like, during that time, you know, like, I'm sure you know, Nino, it's not that hard for gangs to get class 2s.
100%.
Yeah. So that's what they used to raid her property, was me saying I'm gonna go get weapons, and they said they're gonna raid her because
this ain't even the fucking bad part, right? So let's get to the bad part. So who gives a fuck? All the shit got caught, shit like that, right? The bad part is she gets offered a plea deal by the PD, the judges, and everyone, right? And she signs the plea deal. The PD signs the plea deal, and the judge, who's it, the judge or whatever? Everyone signs it, right?
So basically, Remy Ironside signed the warrant and gave it to Robin. Robin then was talking to Remedy about it, and then she said, I want to plead no contest. I don't want to plead guilty. Eventually, it came down to, like, just yesterday, right? So the 6th and the 7th of June was when this was, like, offered. And then she said, I don't want to plead guilty. If they say I can plead no contest and be on house arrest, I'll, like, accept the deal, right? They didn't, like, really budge on that. And then basically last night, Robin got it signed by Remy Ironside. Remy Ironside signed everything and then dated it, but didn't put the year, so she didn't put 2025 at the end of her signature, like at the end of the date. And then Robin and Remedy both signed the thing just to make it, like, official, and they were just gonna wait for a judge. When the judge then asked on the docket if this was, like, if it was all good to go, Remy said, we're pulling the plea deal now, because you set a date for the court date. So we're pulling the plea deal now after they signed it. And she was aware they signed it. And she said that her signature was invalid on it anyway because of the fact that she didn't put the year.
That's not literally true. A signature is, you could, like, fucking rub your cock in ink and slap it on that shit.
Right.
And it counts.
That's what she said on the docket, is that she said my signature is not valid because I didn't fully do it. Like, she said she didn't fully sign it, but she fully put her name on it. She just didn't put the year on the date.
So she signed it in bad faith and set that on the docket.
And then now Remedy signed it, and now the cops are, you know, have her signature that she pled guilty to these things because there was a plea deal or whatever. And here we are with the cops saying, you know what, never mind.
Yeah, and now they want to take it to court.
We're invalidating it. We're invalidating the signature. We're actually going to take it to court with your signature used against you too. Nino, I've never heard anything like this before. Like I thought that DOJ was bad. I've never heard anything like this. It's just crazy.
Oh, no, PD's fucked. It's constantly bullshit. But the problem that I keep running into is like there's a lot of like teary-eyed excuses. You know what I mean? Kind of like, feel bad for us, it's so hard, you know what I mean? But that's not an excuse, you know what I'm saying? God damn it. Let me take a look because I see there was an update 20 minutes ago.
Oh, was there?
Wait, it said they both agree.
Oh, now they didn't.
Yeah.
But just prior to then, they didn't agree on it. So
Listen, all right, I saw this coming. I gave him a very stern talking to.
That's
Actually,
why you delayed it. That's why you delayed the meeting. I get it.
Yep. I was busy, you know. I was.
He already knew. He already knew.
he was
I'm
laying
actually-
down the hammer.
I'm actually thinking about becoming the chief for the last month.
Please, can you do that? Can you just make yourself the chief?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
I was kind
I'm
of
confused. So they said we're invalidating it, but now they said never mind, we accept it. What the fuck is this? That's 20 minutes ago.
Wishy-washy shit, pretty much.
If the offense intends to challenge the constitutionality of the offense outlined, what the fuck is all this?
So it says.
No matter. It's good, right? Yeah, everything's back
Yep,
to the
sounds good to me.
It's all-
PD's fucked anyway.
Yeah, no,
Also, they're not.
Your cut, you know.
Yep.
By the way, they're not allowing her to be on house arrest though, so she will be in prison for the next 30 days.
Why not?
They just pulled that part of the deal. They told her if she wants the plea deal now, she just can't be on house arrest. She has to go to prison. So.
Wait, where does it say that?
No, they agreed upon it outside of court. Like when they first were discussing the plea deal, she said, I would like to plead no contest and I would like house arrest. And they said, we can do the house arrest, but you have to plead guilty.
No, but this says she pleads guilty.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. They're forcing her to plead guilty to take the deal. Like
I mean, that's
literally what
I'm
they
sorry.
told her.
That's what a plea agreement is, though.
Can I ask why? Why was this not taken to court?
Because of the fact, I'm just gonna be very honest with you, Nino. It's been going for a month. They've been trying to get the amount of like
classic,
wrongdoing that's been done.
Yeah,
is, like,
I get it.
Gotten to the point where it's just kind of like, you know, like it's like beating a dead horse. You know what I mean? Like the fucking, you know, like they've done so much shit to her, and like
The
you know how
weight
the city
is
works.
worse than the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, and the thing is that like the only reason why she didn't want to have this hag charge is so she could run for mayor when you know decided to step away from it.
Yeah.
And
No.
now
So
she can't do that.
confusing. This
So-
shit is wait. They also, Your Honor, this plea deal was retracted after you scheduled this case, and then as of 20 minutes ago, they say both parties have spoken and agreed on the plea deal. What?
Wait, is it a
I think it's because
different one?
they realized.
So they initially retracted it, but now they're like, oh, we agree on it. Fuck that, you know?
I don't know. Regardless, other fact is, you know, we all know PD DOJ shit is fucked right now. At the end of the day, we got the plea deal. That's all that really matters. Like, I'm just glad that they weren't able to just fuck her over because of it, you know? So
Yeah.
that's all that matters to
Good.
me.
I guess the changes was like right before the conversation.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it was definitely a terrible fucking thing. I can't believe that even happened. Them
I mean,
retracting that shit and
it's
saying,
still
"Oh, yeah."
bad given the fact
And-
that. You ready for this?
What?
Well, the original plea deal doesn't exist anymore because they didn't create a new document.
What?
Look at what Robin posted, right? Click the link in the docket that Robin posted.
Yeah, I see it. The Department. of
Notice
Justice-
it's the same one.
Did he retweet himself all times?
So, in other words, the original plea deal, they used the same document to write the new one. So, the actual evidence of what happened to her, because I'm with you on all this, but how do I put this? This could have been taken and there could have been a point been made, right? Like, that was the original plea deal, then it got changed. But now it's all one fucking document. This is fucking cooked. But, yeah,
This is crazy. Huh.
I mean, I don't think it's anything new to any of us that cops barely know how to do their job. So I'm not really surprised anymore at this point.
We had a guy walking around breaking into people's houses, and the PD assisted him.
Oh, yeah. No, I heard all about that. That he was going in to grab trash, and they were just breaking into people's houses to grab trash, and he got to deem what was trash and wasn't, and he was fining people. Like they were fining people for the trash found in their house.
So I brought this up to the PD, and I'm like, look, I understand that this guy might be a Fed, but you can't just like throw all logic out the window because he's got a tank. You get what I'm saying?
Tank?
He had a tank. Yeah, it was on. If you search right now, you can probably.
This is today.
Tank. Yes. Shit, I'm trying to find what the. Yeah, there was a picture out with the tank. And so I asked for ID, right? Like, and don't get me wrong, this guy might work for the feds. Fine. But where is his ID? Why are you as law enforcement not even asking or questioning if this guy is legitimate? Literally, their brain just turned off. And so there was like people protesting and this and that. And I get it. Maybe, you know, there's a problem with trash, but let's, you know, at least try to do a little bit right. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, I see it. If you really just type in trash, you see the tank. What the fuck is this?
Well, so I talked to a marshal about it, and I'm like, I have people calling me and saying they have people, this guy's walking into properties, he's violating our rights, and I'm also hearing that PD was using what he was doing to look inside to see if anyone had anything illegal.
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
The thing is, I cannot know whether that's true or not, but it's a legitimate concern. And they just let it happen. I went to a marshal and I'm like, you were with him. Do you know if it's valid? Did you document it? And he goes, he went into my property, in fact. And I asked marshal, I'm like, do you have any evidence, any report? Can you tell me if the guy actually works for the feds? Like, you know, I don't know, do a little bit of, you get what I'm saying? Just a little bit, right? Not like treat it like a fucking event. And he goes, well, he had keys to your property. And I'm like, and like, how do you know he didn't break into it? He's like, well, I watched. I'm like, this guy's a fucking brainlet.
Not permission to be there. That's breaking and entering. Just 'cause you have keys. If I give Ray keys to your house and you don't give permission for him to,
or you stole the
still
keys.
breaking and entering. But even if I give him the key,
yeah,
it's your property, and you don't give this man permission to be in your fucking property. That's breaking and entering.
You gotta speak up.
But yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you heard me now.
Yeah. Just because you get the keys over doesn't mean that.
Just because somebody has the keys to your property, if the homeowner does not want them in there, it is breaking, entering, or fucking trespassing at minimum.
They literally just need to be like, prove you are.
Marlo was taken. Free speech was taken away from Marlo.
Oh my god.
God damn U.S. government. Holy fuck. They silenced him.
Anyways.
Is the Fed here right now? Where's the agents? Are they on the roof?
Jesus Christ. Oh, that might. Nope. Have you heard back about your case at all?
Nope. What case? No fucking case at this point, brother.
That is actually it's crazy that happened over 6 months ago.
It's no.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the brother. I'm so astonished right now. I just giving up hope on people. I really hope if the government ever comes crashing down, the same people running it right now, the fucking DOJ and shit like that, ain't the same fucking people. Holy fuck me. They can't even schedule one court case. How difficult is that?
I see why most stuff was left.
Not wrong.
Anyway, who gives a fuck?
All right.
Well, I got my churros. I got my gang. I got my new cut. I'm happy. The cops ever fuck me over, I'll go take it straight to them.
Hey.
Fuck the DOJ.
Put the gun in their mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, trust me. I'm going to.
Yeah.
Don't you fucking worry about that.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, y'all stay safe. Yeah. If you need anything, feel free to give me a ring.
Yeah.
Sure.
Please, Nino.
Thank you, Nino.
Stay safe.